thoughts and prayers to those who were affected by the Hill Country floods. I know we've all been thinking about it. This last week, it's been a really tough week. And anyway, just sending our thoughts out to those who are recovering. All right. No public comments. Great. Consent agenda. I think we have the minutes from the last meeting on the consent agenda. Did anyone see any changes or additions they wanted to make? Okay. So do we have a motion to approve those minutes? Diana, motion? Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Great. All right. It looks like Western Hills Little League is not here. I know that I got a note at WEA that their season is over. I don't know about the girls. I know they were having some postseason stuff, but I don't know if the girls are still playing or not.
He said last time
They're both done.
they're
Okay.
both done.
Great. Both done. All right. So today, there's really just going to be two things. One is to talk a little bit about the Rollingwood Park, Friends of the Rollingwood Park. Donna's not here. Were you all able to meet at all to talk any more about thoughts? No? Okay. What about the staff? I know y'all have mostly, there's been a lot going on since then, so, and not very much time since our last meeting.
Yes, well, we were able to create a form that had the information you got, or, we discussed at the last meeting. And so I created there's an attachment in the packet, and it's just a little flyer, with all of that information. I'm not sure if you guys were able to take a look at that. It also includes a donation slip at the bottom. And I did change some of the verbiage that was discussed in the meeting, and that's only because it's just formatted to where it would make sense on the staff level for processing. But other than that, we have the flyer, and then there's also the draft webpage. And the thing about the webpage is that it's going to be very informational. I'm not very sure how beautiful it might be or aesthetically pleasing in that regard, but it will for sure have at least the information, essential information about the donation opportunity.
Can you bring this up on the, okay, great.
I looked at the flyer and it looked great.
So here's what the flyer looks like, and it'll have the information we discussed at the last meeting with some changes that make sense to staff. And then at the bottom you have the donation slip with some information on, or I guess the information that we'll need in order to process the donation. And so that would be for the individual to check off if it's going to be a recurring donation, if it's a one-time donation, the donation amount, and then donor information such as name, utility account, or service address, and then the date of the actual donation. I'm not exactly sure if there will need to be like a place for a signature, or I'm not sure if if that would be required. But those are just that's just what I was able to do in the short time since the last meeting.
Yeah, I think that's huge progress.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Elizabeth, did you have something?
I do. We were talking about a QR code somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we would put that, or do we have one, or where are we with that?
The QR codes are super easy to make, and so we could do that. I think my thought was that the QR code would come after the page is finalized, because the QR code would take the individual to the web page, and then that QR code could also be posted up in the new bulletin board. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but there is a new bulletin board up there. There is one in the field house. There's one at the lower park. And so those are just some places that the QR code could go once it's ready. And that would be
Okay.
when the webpage is ready.
Okay, great. One more thing. On this, is this the one where they can actually draft their bank account? I forgot. I know to draft someone's bank account, you've got to have a signature.
There's a form that we have with utilities that does bank drafting. That's like an ACH form.
So that's already done then?
Yes, if the resident is in or already has automatic drafting applied to their account, they're pretty much ready to go.
Okay,
With
that's
that.
right. I didn't even think about that. I think this is really great work on your part, and I really appreciate y'all supporting Dawn and Diana. Y'all, they've done so much work.
For
And,
sure.
I really like this. I'm thinking we need to talk to the Rolling with Women's Club and make sure that this gets announced. First of all, at the wine and cheese party, but then at all their meetings.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about being able to go on the website and make a donation, like a one-click donation. Is that something that we're still working on or researching?
Do you want to speak on that part? The one click donation.
We don't have. As McKenna knows, we don't really have an update on that. We're still trying to work on how to get that
Perfect.
going.
Okay, cool. I think that would be another great addition. So one thing I did notice, because I opened my water bill, which I never do because I'm on auto pay, so I never look at it. But I did notice that when you get your bill, and maybe this is stupid because you guys all know this already, but I ignore emails that are not necessary for myself. But when you look on it, it does show your bill. So the message that we're going to have quarterly
Mm-hmm.
will be on that. If someone does open their bill, even if they don't get one physically, it will be on that. I just didn't realize that you made a picture of it, basically.
Oh yes,
So-
yeah. I was. I would get what you're saying now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I kept thinking, well, if you're auto pay, well, you're not even gonna. There's no way for you to see it. But some people actually probably look at their bill.
I think some people should.
Yeah, I should. I do sometimes. If I thought it was some crazy number, I probably would freak out. But
Yeah.
it's usually a normal.
Well,
number,
good.
so
I mean,
don't-
hopefully on a quarterly basis, someone will receive a questionable bill and they'll take a look at it. They're like, "What's going on here? Oh, hey, donate to the park or something."
That's right. Okay. Does anybody want to add? I want y'all to know that this is just the beginning. Like, if we're going to be serious about fundraising for the parks, this just gives us a physical way to do it. We're going to have to promote it. Like, there's going to have to be the next step will be having events, and then really, it may even be something like we always try to have a table at some of our, like at July 4th and things like that, to remind people. And this is what I've learned in the other organizations that I've been with. It's not that people don't want to give, it's just that they don't know how and they don't really know that you need it. And so and a lot of times that personal touch of seeing, Mary Elizabeth or seeing Lori or seeing Diana someplace and them saying, hey, well, the reason this park is here and these improvements have been made is because people gave to it. So I do think it will be important for us, to add that human touch to it besides just a piece of paper and a website
Yeah.
and be those people. So think of yourselves as fundraisers going forward, or at least I like to tell a lot of our fundraisers, you're really just an ambassador for the organization,
That's
explaining
true.
what we do
That's
and
true.
basically telling them how we can improve the city. So you are now ambassadors of the Parks Commission.
Well, and along those lines, then I think at the Rollingwood Women's Wine and Cheese Party, the more of us that are there that can bring this up and that can talk about it, that would be a big deal. Because those women, they're very good at communicating with each other.
Lori, did you?
Oh, I was just gonna say on this, we just need an S on the green part of friend. Just so we're
Okay.
consistent that it's plural.
Yes.
We want more than one friend involved.
Okay, you got it.
For sure.
Good eye.
All right. So are we so then my second piece of it was, so if you send that electronically,
Mhm.
do you send other things like when people put things like that into the water bill.
Yes.
Do you send a picture of those also?
They get a PDF version
Okay.
of that.
Okay, great. Awesome. See how I obviously have been ignoring my emails? I'm really sorry about that, but information for you.
There you go.
All right. Any other thoughts about this today? Again, these are just our first steps. Okay, great. So this is the best I can do to talk about this next part, which is you all have gotten the survey. So the good news is the survey has been completed that we asked for, and so our next steps will be, and I don't know if do we have it electronically? No.
Yes, it's in the
Okay,
Yeah,
packet.
it's on there.
So now that we have the survey, and I only found this out literally the day of the deadline of the for our stuff. So
It's kind of hard to see full screen, but
okay. So this is what we are going to use to help us determine where parking is going to be and the possible improvements to parking and the tree placement. So I do think it will be important for us to, between now and our next meeting, I'll work with Alex and anyone else who's interested in really trying to narrow down our choices of what we want to recommend to City Council about the parking. And that would be both in terms of what areas we're talking about improving and what possible solutions there would be to that. Whether we're talking about some sort of pervious pavers or pebbles or paving or whatever. That mesh that we've all seen. And I want to challenge everyone here to try to go find one, take a picture of it, and kind of ask around at what the people who are using it have experienced. How long it's been in, has it been working really well, does it work in rain, does it work in sun? So I believe that Q2, the stadium has some, is that right? Does anybody remember? Anyway.
I believe that was mentioned previously.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to go take a peek at in the next couple of weeks because I imagine will be a big one that's more similar to and the kind of heavy use that we would have. But that would be next steps. So our goal would be at the next meeting to really sit down and discuss the area that we want to do the improvements to the parking and which kinds of improvements we all feel good about supporting. I can't really talk about it anymore because it's really not on our agenda, other than to say that that's what our goals will be for next time.
Okay.
Police department, the quarterly department report. Does anybody have any questions,
I do.
concerns? Okay.
So I saw that there was a bounce house put out somewhere.
There was what?
A bounce house put out somewhere that an officer found. Was there a permit for that ultimately?
On the park?
Does there need? Yeah, it was put on the park. It's written right here in this
Yeah.
report.
Yes, we don't allow bounce houses in the lower park or in the upper park, and so it wasn't permitted by the city. I received a call about it the business or that Monday after it happened. But other than that, I don't know any other information about the individual or the situation of when and why that was used.
Okay, so we need to figure out how to let people know.
Mm-hmm.
It is in our park rules. Well, I know when people are doing the pavilion rental process, there is, something that says no bounce houses or anything like that in the actual park rules. And those rules are also publicized in the lower bulletin board over here.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, they're not being read. My concern about it was that if it was there all day, a kid could have gotten hurt that wasn't supposed to be part of whatever party it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just kind of a concern to me.
Did we ever discover who it was?
The police department might have more
Okay.
information, but for me, I don't know anything on the top of my head, but I could definitely look more into it if that's something that you guys would like me to do.
I would just like to figure out how to reach the community so that they understand that the park
It's not a free-for-all zone.
It's a, yeah, you can't just
mean,
go
that's-
and, you know, erect a little playhouse there or whatever.
Next, they'll be trying to build them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just surprised somebody would do that without asking permission.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read that? It's that first.
Alan?
What I'd recommend, since this is under a not for discussion item, is how about staff, like we kind of come up with some ideas about how we might be able to disseminate that information further and put it on an item on your next agenda to see what our thoughts are and our suggestions and see if you like that.
That's
So I think it's right, it's like people to use the park, use it for recreation, and you don't necessarily know.
Yeah.
Well, and in Rollingwood, it's such a small, intimate community, and everybody feels very familiar with everything. I mean, it makes sense. I could totally see
Mhm.
how
Yeah.
somebody would say, "I'm going to go put a tent in the park, and little
Right.
kids are going to play in it." But it actually does have rules and creates a liability for the city that I think it doesn't cross everyone's mind.
Mhm.
Right, and that's what I think. Like Michaela said, we have that, nice new notice board up there. We can put the notice boards to use and see if we can't get some information out.
Big
Yeah.
print.
Yep, that's a great idea. All right, anything else? I think this might be a record.
Yeah, it's 12:18.
Yeah.
Something I should have stated earlier, real quick, I really wanted, hats off to Alan, everybody else with the city that was involved in the 4th of July parade.
Mhm.
It was wonderful. It was so wonderful that the parade went on even in the rain. And I've been telling people about you. And so when you were there in the parade, in the rain, and I got to introduce people to you, and watching everybody go by, it was just wonderful. And I was so proud of the city of Rollingwood for still making that happen.
A lot of people cancel theirs.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
And boy, did it rain afterwards.